Hello, I'm Jason Stephenson and welcome to Tiny Daily Kick. There's something I've realized about myself lately, and maybe you've felt this too or something similar. I love learning. I love creating. I love new ideas, new skills, new beginnings. That spark that says, oh, this could be something. This is exciting. It's alive and this is who I am. But there's another side. A quieter side that I'm learning to look at honestly as we move through these podcasts. These are teaching me as much as you. It's the part of me that can be pulled away from the very thing I care about most. And for me right now, that thing, that project is my memoir, the book I'm writing and rewriting and walking away from, and then every so often promising myself I'd return to. And the strange part is, when I'm actually writing it, I feel alive and creative and connected, and I get excited. And it's the same spark I get from everything I love. So the problem has never been about the book. It's the moment before I begin. There's this tiny doorway, and that's where hesitation lives. And in that doorway, I always seem to get pulled towards something easier, something faster, something with instant feedback, something like affiliate marketing or a brand new idea that gives me a little dopamine hit. Meanwhile, the deeper thing, the meaningful thing, it just sits there quietly waiting for me. It doesn't offer a quick win, but it just waits. It continues to wait. And that's what makes it so scary, because this book isn't just a project. It's very personal to me. It has memories in it. It has truth in it. It has pieces of me that I'm not sure if I want to even show the world. There's a fear that maybe it reveals too much of who I really am. And then there's the other fear, the one I hardly ever say out loud. What if I pour everything into this and it ends up sitting on a bookshelf amounting to nothing? And there's something very painful about giving your whole heart to a project and wondering if it will matter. And that's where distractions sneak in. And not because we're unfocused or lazy, but because it's safer to walk towards the things that don't ask for our soul. And my recent project, affiliate marketing, it doesn't ask me to talk about my childhood. New ideas don't ask for your vulnerability. Busy work doesn't ask for your truth. But a book, a dream, a long-term calling, those things ask for everything. And maybe you've felt that too. Maybe you have a half-finished project just tucked away. Whatever that could be, a song, a manuscript, a painting, a purpose of some kind. A version of yourself you keep walking toward and walking away from. And there's nothing wrong with you. This isn't a flaw. This is what happens when a dream matters enough to scare you. Because when we approach what's sacred, that small part of us, the protective part, it shrinks back. For me, it's like this inner war. On one side is the real me, the spacious me, the confident me, the one who knows I've lived enough life to have something to say. But then there's the other me, the smaller Jason, the one who gets crowded by noise, the one who doubts, the one who forgets what he actually carries. But every time I step away from the noise, every time I find myself in the outback or on a quiet walk surrounded by nothing but sky and peace, something inside me returns. Something ancient, something free. It's like the land whispers, "You remember who you are, don't you? You're this spirit of freedom. You don't have to shrink, Jay." And here's something I've never shared before, many years ago. back in the early 2000s, long before my meditations, long before YouTube, I created a Gmail address. And I didn't think much of it at the time, but the name I chose was Begin It Now. Isn't that something? All these years later, that simple phrase still, it feels like this quiet message from my younger self, a reminder I didn't even know I'd need, a whisper saying, Jason, stop hesitating, begin now. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I've actually made an appointment with my life coach and asked her to pretend she's my publisher, someone who expects from me, no excuses, a new chapter from me every fortnight. Real deadlines, real accountability, and a follow-through. Because I don't want this book floating in my life as something I almost finished. I want it to be the thing I began and the one thing I completed. When I think about the kind of person who might one day pick up this book, I see someone around my age, someone looking back at their life and forward at the same time, and someone who also once dreamed, whatever dream that was, but life took a different turn. Someone who has a half-written chapter tucked away in a drawer. Someone who wants to begin again but doesn't quite know where to start. And if I was sitting with them over a coffee, I wouldn't give them a lecture. I would give them these tiny steps. I'd lean in and say, go for it. God, light that fire again. Take that first step, the tiniest step. Success doesn't fall into our laps. It grows from these little moments of courage, consistent courage. You already have everything you need. I see it in you, and I hope you can see it too. And I think that's something I need to say to myself as well. Because when I imagine the version of me who has finished the book, he feels complete. Not perfect, just complete. Like a major piece of my story finally has landed in place. He honored the work, he honored the boy he once was, he honored the man he's become, he followed through, and in doing that he proved to himself, and maybe to you, that starting again is always possible. No matter your age, no matter how many times you've walked away, no matter how crowded the world becomes, you begin again. I begin again. We can both begin now. Until next time, I'm Jason Stephenson. Imagine boldly, then go out and live it.